Jesus said, "Man cannot live on bread alone, but from every word that proceeds from the mouth of God." You're listening to Daily Truth.
Every priest stands daily. Stands. The Levitical priesthood, their work was never finished. I've heard that one of the most depressing jobs is being someone who works for the post office, because there's no sense of a job well done. It's complete. The task is completed. It's over. It's just, it keeps coming. The mail keeps coming. It never stops. I met a man the other day. It was a few weeks ago at Taco Casa. I do not do commercials and sermons, but my goodness, if anything merits a commercial, Taco Casa. I love it. I love it with all my heart. Taco Casa. I'm there. There's this couple, and the man, he was wearing a shirt that said retired mailman or retired postman. And he was a very friendly individual, and he came up, and he was talking, everybody always comes up to us and talks about, you have 3 kids and another one on the way. What happened? What were you thinking? And we're like, well, we trust God in His word that children are a blessing, not a burden. Huh? What's your excuse? No, but so we don't do it quite as judgmentally as that, but say something to that tune. But he's starting this conversation, and I talked to him a little bit about the mail, and he was like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad to be retired. It wasn't like the most physically taxing job in the world, but it was just psychologically, it never ends. It just never ends. And so it was with the Levitical priesthood under the Old Covenant. Look at the text again. Every priest, all of them, they stand daily, constantly, perpetually, forever, it seemed, offering repeatedly the same sacrifices. Look at the language there. The redundancy, the drudgery. They stand. It's daily, repeatedly offering sacrifices. Which ones? The same sacrifices, which can never take away sins. At least all the letters, they never stop coming, but at least those letters that you mailed got somewhere. It did something. Imagine if your job was, I have to do the same job every single day, and it does what? Well, according to God's word, nothing. That's frustrating. Talk about not having job fulfillment. But Christ. Look at the comparison, the contrasting. But when Christ had offered daily the same sacrifices repeatedly, no, He offered for all time a single sacrifice for sins. He sat down at the right hand of God.
Big news. Really big news. Our next Right Response Conference is in the works. We've got a number of things already lined up and organized. This is what we got so far. The whole conference, 3 days long, on Postmillennialism and Theonomy. And the speakers, Dr. James White, Dr. Joseph Boot, Gary DeMar, and of course yours truly, Pastor Joel Webbon. We've got a great lineup. We've got great topics. If you want to find out dates and location and registration and anything else, go and visit our website, rightresponseconference.com. rightresponseconference.com.